What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, December 8th, 2017, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The first trailer for the next installment in the Jurassic Park franchise, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, was released Thursday, and it has all the roaring dinosaurs, running humans, and dramatic music one would expect. The film takes place a few years after the previous sequel left off, and the dinosaurs on the human-abandoned Jurassic Park island face another round of extinction when a volcano threatens to engulf the area in molten lava. But Claire Dearing, the founder of the Dinosaur Protection Group, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, wants to save the dinosaurs, so she enlists Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, to help her. The film also brings back Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm, the eccentric mathematician from the first two Jurassic Park movies. Goldblum's Malcolm says in the trailer, "Life cannot be contained, life breaks free, life finds a way." The film is scheduled for release June 22nd, 2018. J.K. Rowling penned a lengthy statement Thursday addressing the casting of Johnny Depp in the upcoming Wizarding World sequel, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. The film, which is set to feature Depp playing the devious Gellert Grindelwald, has come under fire from Harry Potter fans who are unhappy that the actor was accused of abuse by his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Rowling, the creator of the Harry Potter series and screenwriter of the Fantastic Beasts films, says, "When Johnny Depp was cast as Grindelwald, I thought he'd be wonderful in the role. However, around the time of filming his cameo in the first movie, stories had appeared in the press that deeply concerned me and everyone most closely involved in the franchise." She'll say Harry Potter fans had legitimate questions and concerns about our choice to continue with Johnny Depp in the role. As David Yates, longtime Potter director, had already said, "We naturally considered the possibility of recasting. I understand why some have been confused and angry about why that didn't happen." She said, "It's based on our circumstances of the movie. The filmmakers and I are not only comfortable sticking with our original casting, but generally happy to have Johnny play a major character in the movies." She also added, "I love writing the first two screenplays, and I can't wait for fans to see The Crimes of Grindelwald. I accept that there will be those who are not satisfied with our choice of actor in the title role. However, conscience isn't governable by committee. Within the fictional world and outside it, we all have to do what we believe is the right thing." Yates, the director of The Crimes of Grindelwald, previously defended Depp being in the film and called the accusations from her a dead issue. He says, "I can only tell you about the man I see every day. He's full of decency and kindness, and that's all I see. Whatever accusations was out there doesn't tally with the kind of human being I've been working with," the filmmaker said, while also bringing up Depp's ex-partners, including Vanessa Paradis, Lorianne Allison, and Winona Ryder, who have supported the film's star. Heard accused Depp of abuse while filing for divorce in May 2016. The pair reached a settlement in August of that year, with Heard announcing that she will be donating the $7 million settlement to charity. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald is set to arrive in theaters November 16th, 2018. Filmmaker James Mangold will direct a film about kidnapped public heiress Patty Hearst, adapted from Jeffrey Toobin's 2016 book, American Heiress. The director of Logan and Walk the Line is taking on the project from Fox 2000, according to Hollywood Reporter. Filmmakers are reportedly negotiating with Ellie Fanning to star as Hearst, the University of California Berkeley sophomore kidnapped in the 70s and detained for 2 years by the Simeonese Liberation Army. Hearst eventually joined the group of militant revolutionaries and participated in a number of their criminal schemes. Timing of the project comes on the heels of the Mangold-directed Logan, the X-Men film that earned more than $616 million worldwide. Fanning's latest big roles include last year's The Neon Diamond and 20th Century Women, as well as 2014 film Maleficent. Larry Karonetsky and Scott Alexander wrote the screenplay for the upcoming Hearst film, and Mangold will also join producers Nina Jacobson and Brad Simpson of Color Force, Variety reported. Margot Robbie says a fight scene she had with her co-star Sebastian Stan during the making of I, Tonya ended with her injured and storming away from the film set. Based on the real events and directed by Craig Gillespie, the dark dramedy chronicles how Tonya Harding transcended a hard-scrabbled childhood and troubled marriage to become a two-time Olympic figure skater, only to have her career crushed in 1994 when her ex-husband Jeff Gillooly hired someone to incapacitate her rival Nancy Kerrigan at the National Figure Skating Championship. Speaking recently at the Toronto International Film Festival press conference, Robbie says her scenes with Stan, who played Jeff, were among her favorites in a movie she described as a really weird love story. Robbie says there was the montage where it leads up to the police being there, referencing to one of Hardy and Gillooly's many violent altercations. Craig kind of on the day was like, just kind of do whatever in the moment. We got so carried away that I generally forgot that we were on a film set and that I wasn't Tonya and that he wasn't Jeff, and we got into this massive fight. It's not in the film. It didn't make the cut because it was really intense. So we got into this massive fight where he slammed my hand into the door. We got into a brawl, and essentially I ended up storming off down the street, which was the end of the set. The actress went on to say Stan ran after her screaming, "Where are you going, Margot?" And like that, I was like, I'm going to the hospital because you hurt my hand. It was so ridiculous, and I was so caught up in it and then I think I punched him. I punched you in the side of the head when you picked me up. Anyways, it was all crazy. That ended up being my favorite scene because I forgot that I was acting completely, and I forgot we were on a film set, Robbie said with a laugh. Nothing makes me more exhilarated than when I generally forget where I am. Gillooly wasn't the only physically and emotionally abusive person in Harding's life. The film also features Allison Janney as the skater's impossible-to-please mother, a woman who launched a steak knife like a dart into her daughter's arm during an argument. A lot of dark sides of Allison gets to come out, Jenny said, calling the role therapeutic. She said it was a lot of fun, but very easy to walk away from once the scene ended. Lavana has not haunted me. She was a great deal of fun to play, and I have a soft spot in my heart for her. I know she is sort of tough to love, but I think she really just wants the best for her daughter, which would mean the best for her too. She saw her daughter as a ticket out of a life she didn't want to be in, but in terms of doing the acting, it was easy to leave her on the set. Co-starring Bobby Cannavale and Julianne Nicholson, I, Tonya opens in U.S. theaters Friday. The film is up for 5 Critic Choice Awards. Gal Gadot awarded a student with the Wonder Woman Scholarship from Warner Bros. Wednesday at the Hollywood Reporter's 2017 Women in Entertainment Breakfast. The scholarship, which offers a 4-year full ride to Loyola Marymount University, was given to student Carla Arellano as a surprise. Gadot said on stage she's strong-minded, opinionated, and gutsy. She wants to be a screenwriter, and she already impresses everyone who knows her, her fellow mentees, her professors, and everyone in this room who's met her. She won't be able to continue at LMU without this funding. Similar to many other great young women in this program, her education is hanging by a thread. Arellano said after thanking her parents, "All I can think about right now are how many papers I have to write for my finals, and now I have to do it because of this." Arellano ended her speech with a quote from Frida Kahlo. She said, "Feet, what do I need you for when I have wings to fly?" She said and noted that she was lucky to be, quote, told from a young age that she had wings. Justin Timberlake was present at the event and handed out 3 other full-ride scholarships to Loyola Marymount University, in addition to scholarships worth up to $10,000. Honorees included Jennifer Lawrence, who received the Shirley Lansing Leadership Award, and Amy Pascal, who was honored with the Equity in Entertainment Award. And Juliette Jolie was also presented to give a keynote speech, and Sarah Silverman, who delivered the opening remarks. Lawrence said on stage, reciting a quote from Elie Wiesel, "It's not easy to speak out. It's not easy to face criticism on a global scale, but the fact is, I've been given a platform, and I feel that if I don't use it, I don't deserve it." She continued, "Let's be outspoken, let's be resilient, let's all be silent breakers." Fox has hired filmmaker Dexter Fletcher as the new director of Queen's biopic Bohemian Rhapsody following the firing of Bryan Singer. Production on the film is set to resume next week in London with Fletcher at the helm, noted the Hollywood Reporter. Fletcher has previously directed Eddie the Eagle for Fox and Wild Bill. He also acted in such films as Kick-Ass and Stardust. there are remaining about 2 weeks more of shooting on Bohemian Rhapsody, Variety noted sources. Fletcher joined the production after Singer was fired on Monday after he failed to show up to the set on multiple occasions. Singer, a staple at Fox who has helmed multiple entries in their X-Men franchise, disputed the studio's claims and released a statement through his attorney Andrew B. Bretler, saying that he was not given time to deal with an illness in the family and his own health. Singer said, "I wanted nothing more than to be able to finish the project and help honor the legacy of Freddie Mercury and Queen, but Fox would not permit me to do so because I needed to temporarily put my health and the health of my loved ones first." Also said it dismissed the rumors about having a dispute with the film's star Rami Malek, who is playing Queen's lead singer Freddie Mercury. Bohemian Rhapsody, scripted by Anthony McCartan, with Queen members Brian May and Roger Taylor serving as music producers, will follow the years leading up to the band's Live Aid concerts in 1985. The cast also includes Alan Leach as Mercury's personal manager Paul Prenter, Ben Hardy as Taylor, Guillaume Lee as May, and Joe Mazzello as John Deacon, the bassist and composer who handles Queen's financial dealings. The film is set for release on December 25th, 2018. Ryan Reynolds has been cast in the upcoming live-action Pokemon film Detective Pikachu. Reynolds has been tapped to play the titular character who acts as the leading mascot of the Pokemon brand, noted the Hollywood Reporter, who cited sources that the role will utilize motion capture. The actor joins a cast that includes Justice Smith from The Get Down and Catherine Newton from Big Little Lies. Detective Pikachu, based on the popular Pokemon Nintendo video game franchise that has spawned a collectible card game and a 20-season-long animated series, will revolve around the father of Smith's teenage character being kidnapped, leading him up to team up with Pikachu in order to find him, Variety reported. Neo will be portraying a journalist. The film is being directed by Rob Letterman from a script by Nicole Perlman and Alex Hirsch. There is no set release date for the project, with Universal handling distribution outside Japan and Toho handling distribution in Japan. Reynolds will next be seen in Fox's upcoming superhero sequel, Deadpool 2, which arrives in theaters June 1st. Chelsea Handler was one of the many Los Angeles residents who had to evacuate their homes because of the wildfires in the area, and she took the opportunity to take a swipe at President Donald Trump after packing her bags. Handler tweeted Tuesday, "Just evacuated my house. It's like Donald Trump is setting the world on fire, literally and figuratively. Stay safe, everyone. Dark times." Handler isn't the only celebrity affected by the Skirball fire, named after its proximity to the Skirball Center in West Los Angeles, the most affluent area of the city. Billionaire media mogul Rupert Murdoch's entire Maraja Bel Air estate and winery was evacuated because of the blaze. Murdoch said in a statement posted on the Maraja Bel Air Twitter account, "We believe the winery and houses are still intact. We're monitoring the situation as close as we can and are grateful for the efforts of all the first responders. Some of our neighbors have suffered heavy losses, and our thoughts and prayers are with them at this time." Wildfires in Southern California are commonplace this time of year, but they don't often reach into the West Los Angeles area. However, it has happened before. The Los Angeles Times has reported on wildfires that hit the Bel Air area in 1961, destroying more than 500 homes, including homes of several celebrities. Jeffrey Tambor has not officially exited Amazon's Transparent following sexual harassment allegations that he has denied. Tambor was accused of sexual harassment by actress Tracy Lizette, who plays yoga instructor Shia on the series, along with his assistant Van Barnes, who worked with the actor while he starred on the drama. Tambor seemingly stepped down from his award-winning role as series lead Maura Pfeifferman when he denied the allegations and said, "Given the politicized atmosphere that seems to have afflicted our set, I don't see how I can return to Transparent." A spokesperson for Tambor now says, however, that it's still possible the 73-year-old will return. The spokesperson said to Variety, what he said was that given the toxic atmosphere and the politicalization of the set, it's very hard for him to see how he can possibly return. But no final decision for next year has been made either by Jeffrey or by Amazon. Tambor's uncertain future with the show has left Transparent in limbo as the creators and writers tried to plan for a 5th season that may or may not include Maura Pfeifferman, the New York Times reported. Lizette, in speaking with the publication, says that she hopes Transparent can evolve past focusing on Tambor's character. She says, we have a lot to share, and the world wants to see it, and I just think that it sucks that so much rides on these leading men. Kristen Wiig has a hard time singing Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah alongside James Corden Wednesday on The Late Late Show. Corden announced before the botched performance that the pair were singing the song together in order to bring joy to the world during a dark time. The late night host says, anyone paying attention to the news these days knows that we're in turbulent times. And maybe, just maybe, with this song we could start to heal our nation. Wiig, however, proved unable to pronounce hallelujah, instead of belting out the word as holy hallelujah and then holy hula. The comedian's mistakes kept ruining the planned theatrics of the performance, including the use of flying doves and pyrotechnics. Corden said in frustration, I do not know who will bring about world peace, but it won't be us. And Wiig said in response, James, don't let ISIS win. Corden, after practicing how to say the word with Wiig, restarted the performance, but then quickly shut it down after an added gospel choir began singing Hello Julia. Wiig said, I might have warmed them up earlier, said about working with the choir beforehand. The Clark County Coroner's Office in Nevada released the cause of death for comedian Ralphie May. The official Twitter account of Clark County, alongside a photo of the comedian, says, Our coroner medical examiner has determined that Ralphie May of Nashville, Tennessee, died on October 6, 2017 of hypertensive cardiovascular disease. They continue the manner of his death was natural. We extend our sincerest condolences to Mr. May's family and friends. May died in a private residence in Las Vegas from cardiac arrest after battling with pneumonia. He had performed the stand-up set the night before despite being ill for 6 weeks. May had won the Casino Comedian of the Year award at the Global Gaming Expo 2 days before his death. He was survived by his estranged wife, Lena Turner, and their 2 children, daughter April June 10 and son August James 8. R. Kelly's 2 Atlanta area mansions were burglarized and the items sold off while the singer was on tour, police said this week. Johns Creek Captain Chris Bayers told WSB-TV that Kelly's maid called the police after she found that one of the homes had been virtually empty of valuables, including a diamond-encrusted hoodie. Byers said she found that the place had literally been ransacked, many televisions, furnishings, we talk about couches, chairs, and tables. Neighbors said they saw trucks coming in the middle of the night to load up on the musicians' belongings. When police arrived, an individual participating in the removal of Kelly's stuff said he was told by an associate, Afonso Walker, to do the job at the request of the singer, who was moving back to Chicago. But when contacted by police, Kelly's staff said Walker was only a part-time employee and was never told to empty out the mansions, TMZ reported. Police arrested Walker, but not before he allegedly sold several of Kelly's items. Walker faces charges of burglary and theft by deception. Kelsea Ballerini has released on Instagram photos taken from her recent honeymoon with husband Morgan Evans. The country singer said alongside a series of pictures taken by Evans that features Ballerini posing with a white swimsuit, Hubs is a photographer. Ballerini is seen in the photos enjoying the sun and a pool that overlooks a desert landscape. Ballerini and Evans tied the knot in early September on a beach at the Esperanza Resort at Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. The couple first met in March 2016 at the Country Music Channel Awards in Brisbane, Australia. Evans had proposed to Ballerini on Christmas Day that year. Evans had previously posted a romantic photo of himself embracing Ballerini while standing in water on Instagram as the pair are about to share a kiss. He captioned the image, I do. John Mayer gave fans an update on his condition after he was recently hospitalized for an emergency appendectomy. The singer said on Twitter, thank you everyone for the well wishes. Had surgery yesterday and woke up to see some amazing, kind, and lovely tweets. He continued, I'm so sorry that we couldn't finish out the last few dates of the tour. This band and these shows mean the world to me. Love you all dearly. Mayer was hospitalized Tuesday in New Orleans. The 40-year-old was currently on tour with his band Dead and Company, which he formed with former Grateful Dead members Bob Weir, Mickey Hart, and Bill Kreutzmann. And Mayer also posted on Instagram, still got it, alongside a selfie of himself wearing a hospital gown while inside a bathroom. Dead and Company released a statement announcing that a handful of upcoming shows in Florida and New Orleans have been postponed due to Mayer's condition. The band said John Mayer is recovering from the emergency appendectomy he underwent yesterday and is in good spirits. They continue. The Dead and Company concert is scheduled for December 7th in Orlando, Florida, and December 8th in Sunrise, Florida, in addition to the December 5th show in New Orleans, are postponed. John Mayer is recovering from the emergency appendectomy he underwent yesterday and is in good spirits. And finally, P. Diddy earned top Forbes highest-paid musician list after taking in $130 million in over the past year. Diddy told Forbes, "I'm the average person. I started looking at a business at the age of 12, from delivering newspapers and working in gas station bathrooms, or even doing things like being a background dancer or a stylist, whatever I could do to get close to the industry." The hip-hop artist, who is known more these days for producing and branding, raked in his riches mainly via the sale of one-third of his Sean John clothing line for about $70 million. He also took in money from his Bad Boy Family reunion tour, an ongoing branding deal with Ciroc Vodka. Coming in second was Beyonce, who took in $105 million thanks to her Queen Bee's Formation tour, which took in a total of about $250 million. Drake rounded up the top three with $94 million, mostly due to his Boy Meets World tour. Queen Bee's Formation World Tour, which wrapped up in late 2016 and fell partly in our scoring period, grossed $250 million. Drake, the world's most streamed artist in recent years, round out the top three with $94 million, much of it's from his Boy Meets World tour. Iconic rock band Guns N' Roses enjoyed a highly successful comeback tour that helped them amass $84 million. That was good enough to earn them a sixth-place spot on the list, which is higher than Justin Bieber, who came in seventh with $83.5 million. Touring was a major source of revenue for almost every musician on the top 25 list, except for Jimmy Buffett, who came in 15th with $50 million, mostly due to his Margaritaville brand, which includes hotels and restaurants. The Weeknd, which came in fourth on the list with $92 million, said, "Artists don't really make the money off the music like we did in the golden age. It's not really coming in until you hit the stage." And that is your entertainment report for Friday, December 8th, 2017. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.